Hey there, House here. With Major League Baseball a month in, I wanted to shed some light on a league that is set to kick off shortly for the first time since 20. That league is Minor League Baseball. Not only a league that is crucially beneficial to any up-and-coming player to cut their teeth, so to speak, but also a league that is hugely beneficial for the small towns that these minor league teams are located in. The minor leagues are a place where you can play around with different rule changes that could eventually be exercised in the major league. I wanted to take this time to discuss some rule changes that you will see in the minor league season as well as an independent league this year. Now, a new rule is an agreement to increase the bases on first, second, and third to 18 inches as opposed to the standard 15 inches. They are also going to have the bases made from a certain material to make them perform better in wet conditions. The increase in size of the bases will do many different things for the players. Not only will it increase the distance between the fielders and the base runners, but it will also decrease the distance that base runners have to run to per base, as well as how far the fielders have to throw to their teammates to record an out on said bases. I believe that more important aspect is creating this type of base that will increase the player's grip to the base in wet conditions as opposed to just slipping off and potentially hurting themselves. The increased base size should have some added elements to the game as well. As we all know, defensive shifts are a huge part of baseball right now. You can, on some severe situations, see a second baseman playing short right field when a left-handed hitter is up, and he'll pull the ball that drastically to his right. In all AA leagues this year, they're making a new rule change that enforces all infielders to have both feet on the infield dirt before a pitch is thrown, which means no more drastic shifts that leaves defenders in the outfield. The goal, obviously, is to give batted ground balls a better chance to record a hit as opposed to an out. Also toying around the idea with is during the second half of this minor league season to mandate that you must have two infielders on either side of second base before a pitch is thrown. We'll just have to wait and see how the first half of the season goes, I suppose. Having Speed Burner on first base is an irritant to the defending team for their ability to be a constant threat to steal second and possibly third base. Due to that threat, you can see pitchers throw over to first base at the very least 3 to even 4 times before a pitch is even thrown to the batter. Well, a new rule that is set to hit all low A leagues is allowing the pitcher only 2 throwovers or step-off moves while a base runner is on and the same batter is up at bat. If a pitcher attempts a third move towards the base runner and the runner is not thrown out on the movement, it will be considered a balk and the runner will be allowed the next base. Depending on the success or failure of this venture, Major League Baseball could push to limit the number of moves toward an occupied base to 1 per batter at the plate. As many avid fans know, pace of play in Major League Baseball has always been an issue for many years now. More notably, whenever the Red Sox and the Yankees get together, they play roughly a 4-hour game. That's a very long game. In an effort to make the game move just a little bit quicker, they are attempting another pitch clock. Now I say another pitch clock because they attempted this in both AAA and AA leagues back in 2015. It had a beneficial effect at the beginning, but like most things, pitchers were able to find loopholes around the 20-second pitch clock. Now they'll be enforcing a stricter 15-second pitch clock to the Low A West League. Paired with the limited throwover attempts, this should most likely quicken the pace of play. Another rule adjustment that is coming to the Low A Southeast League is the addition of a robo-ump. There will still be an umpire at home plate, but with some technological advancements, they will have a Hawkeye tracking system that will relay the information on if it's a ball or a strike to the home plate umpire, who will then relay that call. This is something that I've been calling for to be enforced for many years now, albeit to the thought that it would actually never happen, but here we are in the minor leagues. We're attempting to just be one step closer to robo-umps who wouldn't blow a call on what is a ball or a strike. Now, I understand the conversation of human error is a part of the game, but with the advances of technology and the continued use of replay reviews, this will eventually lead us to a place where human umpires will only be required to relay the accurate information given by a computer. Now, the last thing that I wanted to touch on was something that the Pioneer Independent League, who is a designated partner of Major League Baseball, are planning on creating to resolve their extra inning games. Instead of having a base runner start on second base or play extra innings in its normal format, they are proposing a home run derby. Home runs off of those 5 pitches wins the game for their team. If after those 5 pitches a winner cannot be decided, then another player from each team will be selected for a sudden death home run face-off until the winner is declared. Personally, I think the idea is not only different, but incredibly original. Why not have your best power hitter step up to the plate and have 5 pitches to see how many he can clobber out? You can have the pitching coach or whomever out there tossing law balls over the hitters. This is something that I do not believe will ever make its way to Major League Baseball or the minors for that matter, but it should be entertaining to watch at least. That's about all I wanted to cover on this video. Thank you for tuning into the House Report. If there are some other rule changes that are set to take place that I didn't mention, or rule changes that you think could be added to the minors just to see how well it works, feel free to leave a comment on my video. And for all my betting friends out there, remember, you win some and you'll lose some, but the house always wins.